How's it going tonight? Howdy, Big Booty Banga. Howdy, Retro Fury. Macula's Crucible. I got kind of excited to see this event pop up again. So got a couple of things knocked out in here so far. Um Raw Trillium, I think I'm just gonna ignore that. I might save that for like the last couple of days. Augment Exiles, knocking that away slowly. Hi Ryan, how's it going tonight? The rest of the stuff here has been kind of working with daily stuff. So that's working pretty nice. Same with Alliance helps. That's all normal stuff. Org polygons. Know if I have. I don't know if I have the directives for that yet. Continuum. Yeah, we'll have to see how that one's gonna roll out. The solo types, the Borg type armadas, and the polygons might be a little tough. All of this stuff might be tough. I don't remember if they really announced it was coming or not. I don't know if it's even worth getting a ship ready if I don't have the directives. Oh, come on. That's got insta jump. Like, that's not. How is that not close enough? I have one. I don't think I'm going to be able to complete this one all the way through. Officers are good. Away teams assignments will probably get there. I was working on FKR solos today. Ship abilities. Get that taken care of with the Krenum solo armadas. Fuse trials, we'll knock that out a little bit today. Forbidden Tech, I'll have to wait and see if we get an event that pops for that. And then Kretum invading entities, 25 of them is going to be a stretch. And then spending materials. Wave defense. That. I'll probably be able to get 20. I'll probably be able to get the 20 elite solo wave. 30's a stretch. And then mining raw isogen, that can happen at any time. I anticipate to probably get to about the 1170 mark. Without really trying hard. Which I think that'll end up being a pretty decent payoff. $1170, so that'll get us what, 12 chests? That's not bad. A lot of low effort stuff. The Symbiosis crew. I don't know if I need that much crystal. I need more gas than anything. This doesn't give out rare. So it's not really great payouts, so I'm not going to stress too much on not finishing that one. Tharus Invasion. I went out and did my one armada that I can do. And then, yeah, just the rest of the daily stuff. So we have Fleet Commander upgrades, and we have Artifact upgrade. This is one of those finish first or second to count for the ahead of the curve SMS. And is not counting the mastery artifacts. And then Fleet Commander upgrade, I can do that one quick, get my points there. And then, yeah. Work on continuing Transigen mining, and Augment Exiles, I think, is the goal for tonight. Getting really close to the unlock of the Reliant. $9 days. 8 days. Yeah, 8 days. So that'll be next Wednesday. I'm gonna definitely save that one for stream. Do they have the interim calendar posted here? Yes. Okay, so they did have Crucible in here. So tomorrow we'll get the Star Trek Day Battle Pass, which I'm guessing is going to be in the first tab. And then Thursday we have more Transigen mining. And Friday we get some Star Trek Day events. Heroic, SMS, and SLB. Heroic things make me a little nervous these days. Because when they've been throwing heroic at us, they're making darn sure that they're worthy of being labeled heroic. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good so far. I've made 3 Selkies die to the Suliban chasers. And I've lost 1 cube to the Augment Exile chasers today so far. I've been on a heck of a roll with them. Probably send out the Serene Squall too. The more ships, the merrier. I thought I was gonna die to that thing. All right, let's get this started on some attacks. Chasers galore right now. Just kind of amazing, like, how that's the current status quo. Is all the new content is getting these chasers in the systems. I'm guessing that's from people asking for challenge or stating that some of the newer content's been a little too easy. Hopefully kind of thinks that that makes the game more complicated and more interesting, more strategic. I did add some more Kirshara depth to my artifact here from the Alliance tournaments too. I'm kind of running out of things to be able to spend the Alliance tournaments currency in. Oh, that's right. Trials and Tribulations. That is the Q Hostile one. After I get done with this run of Augment, I'll do those. Because I'll have the Crucible portion done. I had one stop earlier that actually started up on me again right away. I didn't wait for the glow to stop, but it had physically stopped moving. And I thought I was good, but yeah, it started moving immediately. I've seen some more and more peculiar behavior with those lately. How's the new PC update? So far, it's going pretty good. I had a couple of things that I miscalculated on as far as measurements in my case. So I had to get a different air cooler. And the first one that I ordered, I either misread the dimensions or else the dimensions were listed incorrectly in the description. And I had to get a different one. But the computer's been running smooth as butter though. It's been really nice just to get like a fresh copy of Windows on here and everything. There was a couple of things that I had configured on my old system that I wasn't quite satisfied with the way that I did because it was set up before I started streaming, so there were some things that were like a little inefficient with it. So now I've kind of got like two separate profiles, one that is more on the personal side, one more on the professional side. So I've got things separated really nicely and makes my life a little bit easier, and had a nice opportunity to go back through OBS and reset up everything there, and it's been really nice getting a fresh look at things and finding things to pay attention to that I haven't had to before. And then yeah, just cleaning up and getting rid of old crap. Sounds fun. It definitely was. I haven't built a PC, other than like doing some little very minor repairs, but I haven't done anything major in one in far too long. Like during or before COVID, I guess it would have been, I was actually thinking about trying to do some like pre-builds or custom builds, I guess I should say. But I never really got anywhere with that because I was doing repairs. I was buying, like broken tech off of eBay, and I was repairing them, like iPods and laptops and stuff, and repairing them and reselling them. I kind of thought about doing. I lost another Selkie. That Selkie has died 3 times now. But yeah, so I thought about making some pre-builds in a store there and offering some like custom solutions through it on eBay, but never really jumped in all over that. Remember how revolutionary the spider was? Yeah, iPod. Okay, I do. I've actually still got my what was it, 3rd gen iPod, I think. Yeah, autocorrect can be a bitch sometimes. iPod and the spiders. POD, PID. I guess I kind of understand where it picked it up. Yeah, I've got mine in the center console of my car, and it's just plugged in, and it's just got like the old school stuff from high school on there still. Like none of the music's been updated since probably, I'll say 2009. So it's like a really good throwback of music from like 2000 to 2010. Which is getting really good now because now it's getting into that vintage old school time period. So if I get in a nostalgic mood, I can just flip my radio over to auxiliary input and listen to the iPod. But it's still like techy enough that it's able to pull up all the like artist information, and I can search for it off of my headset. I don't even know if I could find an iPod on eBay anymore, if there'd even be a market for it. I mean, they still serve a purpose for like offline listening, but think It's been a while since I played with one, but I'm pretty sure that if you were using it jogging, you might even get it to skip. So, like, I don't know if it would be a workout type of thing. Yeah, I saw day 5 has all isogen mining. I should be slowly working on it with like my one extra ship that I have right now. But to be honest, it won't take very long with, I mean, what the heck was it? It was 5 million for the top one. Like, I feel like I could knock that out in a territory defense. Keep on forgetting there's a quicker button to get to it. 8 million, yeah. 8 million wouldn't take very long. Like, I'm pretty sure that I could do that with the, whatever the isogen miner is called. I don't even remember anymore. Meridian? Yeah. I don't remember how fast that chews through it, but yeah, 400,000 an hour. So that's 20 hours with that. Or 1 hour with Meridian, or with the Selkie. So if I use all 3 Selkies, then 20 minutes of mining. Or 30 minutes of mining. Yeah, I can do that in 1 TC defense. I've kind of given up on the Trillium. I mean, it's not that bad. It's a lot of efforts. So getting about 1 million per trip. And 40 trips into Mirror Universe is stupidly taxing. If we didn't have to go kind of deep to get into the systems that have it, I probably wouldn't be too concerned with it, but it's just so much warping. Okay, so Augment Exile 1 should be completed. I'm gonna sneak off and do my FKR hostels. I used the Mirror Prime from a couple event stores to get the Trillium Mining Prime. Didn't even realize there was a Trillium Mining Prime. Is that the one that I look at and I scoff all the time? Is that system a hazard system? It's not. Okay. Let me queue up a few hits here. Hi, Skeletor. How you doing tonight? Yeah, there are also systems that have faster nodes than mine. Yeah. The ones that I can all access are not probably any of the faster ones. Some streamers had said to get it for wave health, but I'm not a wave fan. Yeah. There's too much good. There's too much good in the wave research and section 31 research to really be able to pass it up. I don't like doing waves more than I have to myself. It gets better when you get good at them, I guess. Tired, honestly. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully that just means that you can get a good night's sleep in at least. Yeah, solo ones are a little bit easier to manage. You don't have anybody disappointing you other than yourself. That's refinery. That's refinery. Mining bonus. So does that truly double it? Like if you had 1 million mined and you get off the node, does it move it up to 2 million? Yeah, the solos really screwed up they made it completely unnecessary for any of the big players to go into the regular waves at all. Like the last time that I tried to join a regular wave with any of our players, like it was just one player that was in there and he didn't even move. Like he's used to not getting any help, so he's used to just getting the one wave completion and doing them one at a time. So that is a pretty decent prime. If I had that, I'd feel much better about that. I kind of think that would be a better spend. Yeah, I don't remember which event store, but I do remember it being there quite often. Which I must have just gotten the... I must have just gotten the center defense thing. No. What did I spend that on? Probably Apex Barrier. Apex Barrier isn't a bad spend. I feel like I've missed an opportunity to get some of that though, because that should have been... I think I should have been able to do more than one. One of those things that maybe it was too easy to undervalue. I was probably pushing really hard for Revenant parts and Vindicator parts and Relativity parts. There's so many ships that need parts. I'm getting there with the Revenant though. Op 69 on the horizon, out of combat tree research other than rare hazard mats. You're moving a little quicker than you thought you were going to be able to. Because that's probably putting you on pace for 70 at calendar year end. Has NFL started the regular season yet? Or that's starting like soon? This Thursday? Yeah, I know September is usually the start, but I didn't know how it fell in this year. Yeah, you might be able to hit the button at the 2-year mark. I'm getting pretty close for 68 right now. The extra speed ups that I'm able to get through all the new artifact and the Squall refinery has been very much helping that. Cleveland versus Cincinnati. Is that a fairly rare matchup? Oh, so that's a common one. That is weird to me that they would have two teams in the same state in the same division. Same guy founded both teams too. That's really crazy then. Because that puts him in like a would have put him in like a lose-lose position. Or win-lose. Because if he has one team do well, then the other team can't do as well. I guess that's kind of a way to hedge your bets almost though too. Yeah, I figured he would have probably been out of the picture. So yeah, I'm gonna take quick trip back with this. He founded the Browns before the NFL existed and sold the team and then started the Bengals. So was that AFL days or was that the other? NFL came from AFL and another franchise or something, or another whatever group. Or was it AFL and NFL that merged? I don't even remember. My sports history is a little weak. DIO. Now I feel like we're talking in tongues. Too many acronyms. I can agree. At work, we have a published pamphlet. Acronyms. And I bet somebody's even got an acronym for the acronym pamphlet. Oh yeah, trial bills landed off just right. Trading has gotten much faster. The other day, 2 quadrillion plus in 30 minutes. That's stupid. I mean, the resources just exist out there. I keep a pretty low supply, generally speaking. I do the conversion, the turn-ins for the titanium and par steel. So it stays to be a pretty reasonable number for me for most part. Hence don't go unshielded ever. Yeah, I stay habitually shielded. I've got my base marked by a couple of people I know for sure. Yeah, it takes a lot to keep it spent down. I'm sure you do. I'd be willing to bet that half of your alliance has my base marked. And I'll tell you what, I have gotten away with a couple of knights as well. Yeah, but it's not that hard to find somebody if you want to find them. But yes, making yourself an easy to find target is not great. Especially in a spot here where you have a reference point for, you know, like when it's worth checking on my base if I go offline. Oh, where are we sitting on the rares? You would not raid me? It would not bother me that much at all. I learned to get over that whole thing a long time ago. Okay, rare isogen is good. Uncommon. I knock, but maybe that's it. I would I've definitely done the knock to say hello thing many times. I used to do that to Chef every once in a while. Just throw a Rialta. He's funny. Yes, he is. I do enjoy talking to him as long as he can keep his thoughts straight. Or at least somewhat straight. You had him and then he got all pissed about Armadas. He Yeah. He gets worked up on things. Which, generally speaking, he's usually not in the wrong. But sometimes he might be taking certain things too seriously. Oh god, here we go again. Like, we don't wait since speed ups happened? Yeah. Like, we're kind of the same way too. Like, I'll usually give it 2 minutes, or like I'll state in chat that I'm speeding. Like, that's kind of like the way that we operate. And you know, like, we always call it, if people don't call out to the armadas and I speed up, I don't feel bad about them going up. But if they do call out, like, I'll say, oh, sorry, I hit speed up, I'll get you in on the next one, or I'll just say that I'm just looking to run through a few of these really quick. You can get it here now, you can run it, tag along. Yeah, exactly. Gonna say speed up at 10-minute mark, or say you're on the way. Yeah, it's communication avoids issues. Well, it helps minimize people getting mad. And sometimes you just need to try and solo something so you can see what you can carry. Yeah. Like, I think that's a very valid thing to do. Anytime you tier up a ship or you tier up some officers, and yeah, just need to see how far you can go with things. I think that's a very, very valid thing. That's what he got mad about, people testing their limits. Oh, people soloing group armadas. Yeah, that's... like, FKR things, like, I feel like those directives are so easy to get that it's not a big deal. It gets a little trickier in like polygons and stuff because those directives are a little bit tougher to get. But yeah, if you just maxed out your Revenant or something and you just need to see what the capabilities are, I mean, can't blame you. Yeah, exactly. Same thing with the Krenums. Like, I have no idea what I'm capable of doing because I haven't soloed one. But my ship is also a pissant, so it's not capable of doing much yet. It's getting there, though. It's getting there. Research is catching up, too. $48 was a little strong, so we'll go down to... or 50 was a little strong, so we'll go down to 48. Tech shield upgrade alone, the relativity will be 15 billion. I'm just getting ready to cross 500 mil, I think. No, I just crossed 500 mil. So I think this is getting up to, I'm approaching 1 billion on it now. So like next year, 250. So I'll be probably 800 million after this one. So I'll be able to hit 1 billion on the next tier. So like it's getting big quick at this point. Which is taking so much to get here. Yeah, I always have some trouble deciding on these specialty ships like this. Since so much of the ability is based on damage output, I always feel like doing the guns first is probably the best bang for the buck. But also having the ship at level 31 is probably most important. Yeah, I don't push them very much. Like, I think I have enough mats to take this up to the next tier. But I haven't mathed it out yet. I've still got the triple event. Yeah, what the hell, do one more. That daily's done. I still didn't do freebooters though. I didn't get those points. Just finished the Q's trials, not for the event, just overall. They're kind of fun to do these days. Like, I kind of get a little thrilled when I get the big whistle bundle out of the refinery. Yeah, the Janeway Fleet Commander helped out a bunch with that. Okay, wait a minute here. BunnyBot didn't have the bot badge at the beginning of stream. I swear. Maybe it did. I didn't think it did. Do you also feel like our server is due for a merge? I have mixed feelings about that. I don't think we're probably one of the ones that need it the most, but I don't think it would hurt. Like, we've got a pretty decent active number. So if we look at server 34, like we're at 2283 is the current active number. So like we're fairly high up there. What does that put us? That doesn't have the ranking. But I mean that's fairly high up there. There's lots of servers that are beneath us in player count. I think it would bring back some real interesting life. How hard do you guys go for alliance tournaments? I can't say that I would consider it hard. We do a little bit of pushing, but I get a little surprised. I was kind of surprised that we didn't get relegated this last one, to be honest. I didn't pay attention. I don't know if any of the stuff is there yet. No. I didn't look to see how we did as an alliance. I know like our top say probably 15 people like went straight 10,000s for the event for the most part. Like most of the people have gotten the hang of things, that's for sure. It's a great event. You get so many good things in the store. Yeah. It's getting to the point though where I'm having trouble shopping. Which isn't a bad thing by any means. Oh, the Boldly Go event? I also am a very big fan of this event. Like if you start a new account, there's a Boldly Go event there for starting. out, and it's very, very, very fun to play through. Like when I set up my computer on Saturday, I had to play through a little bit of the tutorial because I couldn't log in directly for some reason. It wouldn't launch the sign-in page, and yeah, it was really, really, really fun to kind of go through some of that stuff. Yeah, I can work ahead and work backwards for the time-consuming stuff. Exactly. Like I'm trying to get ahead in stay ahead in isogen mining, not isogen mining. So like I'm working on that, and then I was doing my augment hostels earlier, and then I knew that today was the day for the fuse trials hostels, so I was working that to get the credit done for that for those, which I believe is tomorrow. Or is that day 4? Day 4. So like I still need to do 4 up to 15 or 19 more if I can. Which 19 in 5 days is a little dicey. Depends if I get any lucky pulls in the refinery or the Alliance store or the. That's the only good thing about this 58 system is my Selkies can survive one hit. Yeah, being able to skip stuff too is really nice. It's also kind of useful that the payout's a little bit on the low side in the store. So missing a couple of milestones in the overall scheme of things doesn't feel bad. Okay. Yeah, I don't like to have 2 extra ships up there though, usually. I usually try to have most of my ships out doing something, but I've been a little bit slacking on it tonight. Should do a wave defense. All right, I'm gonna grab a really short break and then we'll do a wave defense. GS31 is getting to be useful and helpful. Which I might be able to do an upgrade on GS31. Impulse engines, so a little bit more defense. Reset that miner quick. All right, let's see if I can remember the patterns. I just did a few of these the other night, so it shouldn't be too bad for me. Ooh, I saw that hiccup. There's nothing more frustrating than when the Kirshara breaks. The way those ships are stuttering makes me feel real nervous. I think that one goes over on this side. This one comes down here. No, here. No, there. Uh, Man, I have been having so many problems with that shipability. Okay, so in 20 minutes, I get my next claim there. All right, I think I'm getting ready to call it a night. Looks like DJs is doing a bonus stream tonight. He's got marbles running right now. Go give a raid over to his channel. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great night. Thanks, Retro. You have a good night as well. And I will be live later this week. My normal night is usually going to be Thursday, but the work week's been a little bit hectic here the last couple of weeks, so I will at least be live Thursday, if not Friday. And then I should have some goals and incentives for September up come for the next stream. Be ready for some shenanigans, I guess would be the best way to put it.